Hey guys, I'm finally back from vacation, and there truly is no better feeling than coming back home and coming home to a clean house. I always think past me when I come home and I just can jump in my bed or relax on the couch because everything is nice and tidy. So I'm happy about that. And I also just unpacked my suitcase. I just have to put it back in the closet, but I'm gonna need to get my stepladder for that. And then I also did laundry from some of the things that I wore during the trip. So I'm really just trying to get things done and get started and motivated for the rest of the week. But I didn't get in last night until like midnight. So today has been a slower morning, a slower day, but Miami has me craving these acai bowls. I was like very hot every day in Miami. It was in the upper 90s the entire week and like humid 90s, not just dry heat. So I was getting acai bowls or craving them. And I think I'm gonna try to make one at home. The problem is I don't actually have acai and I'm not really wanting to go to the store right now. I just wanna take the time now that I'm home to relax in the apartment. So I think what I'm gonna do instead is do a little smoothie bowl with like frozen strawberries, which I have. I have frozen bananas, and I can just make my own little puree and we'll see how it goes. Here is the smoothie bowl that I've just prepared. It has strawberry and banana like pureed in a blender with oat milk and water. I also put some cacao nibs in the puree, and then I added a spoonful of peanut butter, some shredded coconut, granola, and almonds. And that's my little smoothie bowl. That was absolutely delicious. I highly recommend you making one from home. They're just way too expensive when you buy them outside, especially in New York. I feel like it can run you like $15 for a smoothie bowl or an acai bowl. However, this one was a bit runny, so I'm feeling like I do want to go out and purchase some acai packets or something, and then I'll try it again and see if it's any better. But this was really tasty. I think the toppings really just make it all the more good. But in other news, I have to do some spackling right now. So I have this hole by my door, right like in the entryway where the shoes are. There was an electric scooter in the apartment. Yeah, it fell into the wall and created that hole. So I'm gonna try to patch it up now and hopefully I can get it looking good as new. Now we let this dry, then I'm gonna sand it down and maybe do some painting on top. By the way, I used this one-time lightweight spackling and it's so good. It always does the trick for me. This was only $4 and it's lasted me a while. Here it is now after sanding it down. I'm gonna use a bit of paint on it as well. Here is the Dynasty color sample. This is the bear paint that I actually got from my last apartment. Not sure if it's a match, but I guess we will see. It's actually kind of looking good. Oh yeah, okay. That's the first coat. I'm gonna let this dry and then I will probably apply one more. But I'm also worried about overdoing it because it might be a little whiter than the paint that I have currently. All right, it basically looks good as new. I can tell when I get really close, and I guess the video picks it up more, but in person, it's like nothing ever happened. And as you might have seen in my last vlog, we were able to take home some wine glasses from the winery that we went to. So I want to kind of reorganize my glassware cabinet just to make space for the wine glasses because it's kind of all in disarray right now. I'll show you what that looks like. Okay, so I used to have all my glasses up here, plates and mugs here, and then I started to get like an overflow of glassware. So then I started putting them here with more plates and bowls and things, but I'm just not liking how this is looking, especially because all of the colors are off. Like everything here used to be black, everything was glass, so I just want to put the sets of things together, I think, and reconfigure them that way. And then here are the two wine glasses that I have to also fit up there. So let's see what we can come up with together. I'm just gonna play around with it and see what I like best. finished result. It's definitely not perfect, but it's what I came up with in the moment. I have most of my black dishware over here, and then I have a combination of this like beige and mauve pink over here, glassware up there, and then some more plate bowls that I don't use as often up top. So I kind of like how this looks actually, but you know, this is ever changing, so who knows if it'll stay this way. Good morning, you guys. I am currently getting ready to go to the gym. It will be my first time back in the gym since my vacation, and let me tell you guys, I have not been motivated in the slightest, but I'm pushing myself to get out there and go because really the worst part is just getting there. So once I'm there, I'll be fueled and ready to go. I need to buy pre-workout though so that I can stay motivated because sometimes I just like don't want to go. Also, I'm literally smelling bacon through the vents and it's just making me crave those bad things. But I have it in my mind that I'm gonna make an acai bowl when I come back from the gym. So let's just get to it so that we can have that bowl and I can feel content. So I've just bought this packet from TJ's. I'm going to open one up. I think they come in little puree packets, and I'm gonna add strawberries and bananas to the blender and blend that up together so it makes a nice rich acai bowl. And then I'll add my little toppings and show you how that looks. Wanted to show you the consistency of it with the acai. This one is a lot thicker than my strawberry smoothie bowl, so I think we're getting there with this recipe. And here's the finished result with all the toppings. Does that not look so yummy? I'm obsessed with putting peanut butter in my acai bowls. I think it makes it 10 times better. We got granola, of course, bananas, strawberries, shredded almonds, and then shredded coconut. Yum! Hey guys, it's been a few hours since I had the acai bowl. It was really good. I highly recommend you pick up those packets from Trader Joe's. They were unsweetened, so I do suggest that you put like honey or some other kind of sweetener in the blender as you mix, but otherwise, really delicious. It was the perfect consistency in the bowl, and I really liked it. But now I'm starting to get hungry again, so I was getting ready to marinate some chicken, and I figured I would show you since I mentioned it in my last video or 2 videos ago, and then I never cooked it because I ate something else. I don't know, probably ate out to be honest. But I'm trying to be healthy again since coming back home from Miami. I spent way too much money. I did not eat well and my stomach was hating me for it. So I'm gonna do this chicken and then probably have a veggie to go with it. But let's work on it together. I usually get the chunkier cuts of meat, but this time I purchased the thin sliced chicken breast, so hopefully that'll be good too. So let's clean this bad boy up and then we can get to marinating. After cleaning the chicken, I toss it into this bowl, and then I like to add some sort of salad dressing. Lately I've been using this Panera Greek dressing, but I also like Italian dressing. And when I don't have dressing handy, I just use lemon juice to coat the chicken. And I really like to layer that on so that it's nice and moist. Sorry for using that word. Then I'll start to add my seasoning. So first I do some chicken bouillon, and I just do it to my discretion. I don't really measure this out, but that looks pretty good. I also like to add a teeny bit of this chili lime seasoning, some garlic powder. I like a lot of garlic. Oregano, and of course salt and pepper. Then we're gonna toss all of that together and make sure that every piece is nicely coated. And once that's all mixed up, you throw this in a Ziploc bag, let it sit in the fridge for a couple hours, and then it's ready to go. Here's the chicken directly out of the air fryer. You can see it's still moist, not too dry. And now I'm gonna cut it up into smaller pieces and pair it with some Brussels sprouts. have it. That's dinner for tonight. Another day, another acai bowl. This one's not as pretty as my last, but it's still gonna taste just as good. Okay, and for an update, I also made a second hole in my wall. Unbelievable, right? This just confirms that the wall sconces are way too low, because when I'm sitting on my couch, it's very easy for me to lift up my arms and hit them. So I'm gonna raise both of these today, and I'm also gonna lift up the frame, which I have always planned to do since I put it up. I just have not had the time, and then of course with my trip, it's gotten away from me, but that is gonna happen today. So here is the before, and I'll show you the after. I wanted to give you guys a little update since I did share that I was gonna be making some changes. This is all crazy here. I'm also figuring out what to do with my couch pillows because these actually belong to my bed. So I'm trying to find an old cover that I have for this new pillow insert, but anyway, that's beside the point. Here's what it looks like now with the added height. If I'm being honest, I think it is a bit high for my taste, but this is just damage control at this point because I cannot keep hitting that sconce with my arm or with my head, with anything. So you can see there's a bunch of holes that I have to patch up now. I'm hoping that I can get it looking good as new because that's gonna drive me crazy if I have to see that every day, but I think it looks good for the most part. I'll show you from this side as well. There we go. And I did space the sconces out a bit more apart because I felt like they were too close before and they were making the couch feel small and the space feel small, so this looks better to me. Hey friends, happy Saturday. I just got back from the store and I picked up a new plant. I'm feeling like now I'm really taking care of my plants. Like I'm seeing new leaf growth and all that good stuff. So I'm excited about that. And it made me feel like I could handle a new plant. And this one I used to have in my first ever apartment on my own. And I loved it so much. And then of course it died. So I was really excited when I saw that. I think that's called like a spoon leaf peperomia or something like that, but doesn't have the name on this one. So pretty. And the apartment is nice and clean because I just hosted yesterday. I have flowers all over the apartment. Let me show you. I made this little bundle over here. I love doing like a really nice bundle of flowers right here by the couch because this stool just like elevates it and it feels like a moment. So I added this greenery and it just is so pretty, and spray roses. Back this way you saw this set, which is baby's breath, and these are not carnations. What are they called? I forget the name now, but these are like one of my favorite flowers these days. I also put the same kind of flower here, but in the bright red color. I really like how it just adds a pop of color. And I had extra baby's breath, which are just sitting on my counter currently. But yeah, I'm loving how much color these flowers bring. But now that I bought this new plant, it's finally inspired me to hang these plant pots because they're originally supposed to be hung, as you can see, this one and this one here. So I picked up on Amazon some more of these little hooks, and these you just screw into the ceiling. It's super easy, and then you will like attach it basically like this, except it's gonna be up on the ceiling. So that's my current plan. Hopefully this turns out nicely. I think I've landed on putting the plants in this little corner nook here because there's nothing really going on here. I have this floral kind of bouquet here, so I think some more greenery on this corner would look nice. This corner here, we decided there was already that faux tree, so it didn't need anything else on top, so this is the one. Guys, I think I'm out of luck. I'm having a hard time. I even used a drill, but I'm pretty sure that because this is a bi-level, as you can see, like it kind of goes down a little bit, and this is like the second layer of ceiling. This is metal plated. I'm pretty sure I'm hitting metal, which is why I can't go as deep as I need to with the hook. So I think I'm out of luck, which is very sad. And now I've gotta patch this hole up. Now I'm here in my closet because look what happened. My tension rod just completely fell off, so I'm gonna have to fix that. but this is making me nervous that either I'm putting too much weight on here, even though these jackets are pretty light, or that tension rods are just not the best route when it comes to hanging clothes in this closet. Or maybe I just need a longer screw for this, because this one is quite small, but I don't know what other screw would fit in there, so I'll have to figure it out. But this is the next project that I'm going to be tackling today. It was very much a success. I hung the bar lower, that way it could hopefully offset the fact that there's nothing hanging on the other side. And I also tried to put more of my weighty clothes on this side and more like puffer jackets and light things on this side. Hopefully that stays, because I really don't want to have to do that again. Even though it's really simple, I just screw in that little wooden piece and make the tension rod a little longer, and that's it. But definitely happy that that's out of the way. I'm still gonna figure out the hanging plants, but no worries. All right, you guys, now we are in the kitchen because I'm getting ready to make a little dessert. They're called scotcheroos, and if you don't know what that is, it's basically like a peanut butter, butterscotch, chocolatey fudge Rice Krispie treat. And I'm really excited because I love Rice Krispie treats, and I've just been craving this specific thing. So I was like, I gotta get all the ingredients and I gotta just do it because I need it in my life. Funny enough, I actually, at the start of this channel, like 2 years ago, I made a video which was like my baking fail. I was trying to make a Rice Krispie roll up where it was like really Pinterest worthy and like beautiful, and it was a mess, to say the least. So you can go back and watch that for a laugh, but I'm hoping this one will not be a fail. I've made Rice Krispie treats before, and I'm just gonna make it like a sheet cake style, you know, not like the roll up, so this should be fine. I will be leaving the recipe in the description, but for the ingredients, we'll need salted butter, Rice Krispies, sugar, peanut butter, of course, light corn syrup, butterscotch morsels, and semi-sweet chocolate chips. Transferred that over to the tray. I could literally eat this just like it is, but I'm gonna finish up the recipe just because I'm dedicated to it now. But this tastes so good. I'm literally blasting Beyonce's new album in between filming these clips because it's just so good. I know it's a little controversial, but it just puts me in that mood, you know, like puts me in a vibe, so I'm listening. My friends came over to try the goods. What do you think?
It was good. You did a good job.
Thanks.
Great job. Great job.
I'm doing my weekly bike ride. I made it to Roosevelt Island and I scored this nice electric bike. I'm so stoked. Beautiful ride in Roosevelt Island. I've been inspired to find more aesthetic routes since biking in Miami, so this is a really nice choice. This is what I'm talking about, finding hidden gems in the places that you always go. I've been to Roosevelt Island a few times and have never seen this. How gorgeous. And now we're back in my laundry closet because I have some more cosmetic changes that I want to make. Well, not really cosmetic, but more like for practical purposes. So I currently have this laundry basket, which is just perfect enough to fit in this little nook. And then I have this cart beside it that holds all of my laundry items. The problem is that, as you can see behind this door, I have to keep this step ladder out because I have no space to store it in this closet. So I purchased a slimmer laundry basket just to keep in the closet. That way I can move this step stool into the closet and don't have to worry about having it out. It's just very much an eyesore for me and I don't love that. So let's go ahead and put together this new laundry hamper. And here's what it looks like in the packaging. I'm thinking it'll be fairly easy to put together. Okay, I actually love how sleek and minimal it is. It also has these great handles so that you can like easily transport it if you wanted to go to a laundromat or something like that. And I didn't even realize that it came with this net too, so you can fully close it. And you just adjust the string here and it closes up. How cute is that? And now let's see it compared to my old one. They're pretty much the same height, but as you can see, this one is a lot slimmer and it'll definitely give me more room to put other things in that little slot there. So I'm very excited about this. It's the little things, guys. I'm telling you, it's the little things. And there you have it. It all fits like a glove. It is a little while later and I'm actually getting ready to go to a salsa class, which is really exciting. I've only ever done this once before, but I did like one class with my mom and her friend and then never one again. I think that was pre-pandemic, which is why, but figured why not, let's do it again. So I'm really excited and hopefully this time it'll stick. I like exploring other opportunities for fitness aside from just like rigid training in a gym. So hopefully this is good. Not sure if I'll be able to film in there, but if not, then thank you guys so much for watching this vlog. I really hope you enjoyed it and I'll be back next week with another video and I will catch you then. Bye.